When people think of America, most picture soaring skyscrapers, highways jammed with bumper-to-bumper traffic, or neon lights that never turn off. But if you step past the edges of those bustling cities and head deep into barren deserts or remote coastlines, you will find a completely different world. It is a place where rivers flow backward into the earth. Heavy boulders weighing hundreds of pounds slide across dry mud on their own, and collapsed volcanoes leave behind bottomless blue lakes. You will see rock canyons carved into smooth, flowing silk, and beaches glittering with millions of glass gems ground down from forgotten trash. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie. Every single one of these places exists right now on our planet, just beneath the surface of the world's most modern nation. Throughout this journey, we will track down 10 of the most alien locations on the continent. There are no tourist signposts here, no paved roads, only a direct encounter between human footsteps and raw, bizarre landscapes. Fasten your seatbelts and brace yourself. Right now, we are stepping past the concrete armor and diving straight into unseen America. Leaving the dazzling lights of modern cities behind, our journey begins along the Pacific West Coast in the state of Oregon. Here, along the rugged grey stone ledge of Cape Perpetua, nature does not soothe humanity with soft, sandy beaches. Instead, it carved a deep wound into the ocean's heart, a bizarre geological structure known by a haunting title, Thor's Well, or the Gateway to Hell in the Ocean. Viewed from above, Thor's Well resembles a bottomless black hole gouged directly into the rough volcanic rock surface. It stands there, silent yet menacing, like an ancient leviathan waiting with an open mouth for its prey. What truly happens in these waters? As the tide rises, violent Pacific waves crash relentlessly against the cliffside. Massive walls of water, weighing hundreds of tons, do not simply surge and recede. They are dragged directly into a 6-meter-wide stone abyss, plunging into the deep chasm with terrifying force. The ocean water vanishes mysteriously, as though beneath that basalt layer lies an infinite void, a passage leading straight to the center of the earth. Yet the anomaly does not end there. Just when you think the ocean has swallowed everything, immense pressure compressed beneath the subterranean cave system violently explodes. In the blink of an eye, the black hole spews soaring white geysers meters high into the air, creating a roaring natural fountain amidst the howling winds. Then, as the wave dissipates, that entire volume of water is sucked back down into the abyss in an endless cycle, forming a breathtaking yet utterly ruthless inverted waterfall. Geologically, Thor's Well was originally the roof of an ancient volcanic sea cave that collapsed after millions of years of wave erosion. It is only about 6 meters deep, yet the precise interplay between tides, air pressure, and submerged lava tubes creates the perfect optical illusion of an oceanic black hole. However, science has never stripped this place of its eerie majesty. For adventurous divers and photographers, standing before Thor's Well at sunset is an edge of survival experience, a thin line separating absolute natural fascination from the fragility of human life. A single misstep on moss-slick stone, and the powerful undercurrent swirling below will drag anyone down into eternal darkness without leaving a trace. Nature here possesses no mercy. It lays bare its most primal power, a force that existed long before humanity appeared and will continue to operate long after we are gone. Thor's Well is far more than a geological marvel. It is a stark reminder that our Earth still harbours relentless, dark corners where life and death, creation and destruction are separated by the beat of a single crashing wave. Welcome to the desolate wilderness of northern Arizona. Deep within a vast desert labyrinth lies a hidden realm touched by precious few human footsteps. White Pocket, a place hailed as the meltdown of Earth's surface. At White Pocket, sheer bewilderment seizes your mind from the very first aerial shot. Under a drone's lens, the entire landscape unfolds, unlike any desert on Earth. Softly swirling bands of sandstone display an extraordinary palette, from ivory white, deep orange, and soft pink to intense crimson, twisting, curling and interweaving like a colossal plate of ice cream melting beneath the desert sun. Walking through this labyrinth, an overwhelming sense of unreality takes hold. Beneath your feet lie no ordinary geological layers stacked in neat order. Instead, you tread upon stone waves curving with impossible smoothness, structures resembling the fossilized folds of a giant brain, or the cracked, hardened crust of a distant alien world. For decades, scientists labored to unravel the enigma of White Pocket. How could rock as hard as steel warp and twist in such a miraculous fashion? The answer carries us back 190 million years to the Jurassic period, when this region was a monolithic ocean of sand. A violent geological catastrophe, a massive earthquake, struck while these ancient dunes were still saturated with groundwater. That terrifying seismic shock liquefied the entire desert in an instant. Sand and mud were crushed, churned, and twisted together in a subterranean vortex. Then, time froze that chaotic moment. The liquefied sand was buried, turned to stone, and sculpted across millennia by desert winds, unveiling the surreal geological masterpiece we witness today. White Pocket is far more than a visual wonder. It possesses an eerie, suffocating silence. No winds howl through cave arches, no waves crash. There is only the absolute quiet of a forgotten prehistoric era. Standing among these twisting stone ribbons as night falls beneath the brilliant Milky Way, a strange truth dawns upon you. Our Earth is sometimes far stranger and more mysterious than humanity's wilder science fiction dreams. Saying farewell to the soft stone waves of Arizona, our compass needle now points east, guiding us across state lines and deep into the somber, desolate expanses of New Mexico. Here, geological transformation no longer displays vibrant splendor. Instead, it plunges into a dark, nostalgic void. Welcome to the Bisti/De-Na-Zin wilderness, a barren badland revered by explorers under an eerie title, the Alien Rock Sanctuary. If our previous two stops were violent explosions of water and swirling sand, Bisti is where time itself comes to complete annihilation. The moment you step into this vast, desolate realm, you feel as though you have passed through a portal to land on the surface of an alien world entirely alien to human civilization. The entire landscape unfolding before your eyes is a muted, gloomy grey. In the heart of this parched desert rise thousands of surreal stone hoodoos closely packed together. Their shapes defy all architectural logic. Towering mushroom-like rock formations teetering precariously in mid-air. Structures resembling the fossilized skeletons of prehistoric leviathans. And most iconic of all, smooth, rounded boulders scattered across the cracked ground, looking uncannily like alien rock eggs, freshly laid in an extraterrestrial nest. Yet, what we behold today are the haunting ruins of a world that was once its absolute opposite. Roughly 70 million years ago, this grey, lifeless wasteland was a lush, tropical swamp bordering an ancient sea. Life once exploded here within endless dense primeval forests and rich alluvial marshes, a primeval domain ruled by giant dinosaurs. As the ocean receded, the swamps vanished, leaving behind compressed layers of coal, sandstone, shale, and volcanic ash. Over tens of millions of years, flash floods and desert winds tirelessly eroded the softer rock strata, exposing the resilient hard rock beneath. Those mysterious stone eggs are, in truth, weathered sandstone concretions, a masterwork of erosion spanning geological eras. Bisti/De-Na-Zin does not welcome humanity with glamour. There are no paved roads, no marked trails, and absolute zero cellular service. You must navigate on your own through an infinite labyrinth of grey stone, where every turn threatens to leave you completely disoriented. As dusk falls, the shadows of these stone towers stretch long grey fingers across the ground, and the space drops into a spine-chilling dead silence. Standing in the middle of this solitary sanctuary, you realize that Earth does not merely possess the power to give birth to life. It also preserves breathtakingly eerie geological graveyards, where the ancient past still whispers its secrets to the cosmos. From the grey, barren rock graveyards of New Mexico, we head back west toward the setting sun, traveling to the base of the majestic Sierra Nevada mountains in California. Here, at the boundary between soaring peaks and desert basins, the gloomy grey of stone gives way to an infinite expanse of water and mist. Welcome to Mono Lake, the limestone towers of the ancient Salt Lake. As the aerial camera glides through the morning mist, Mono Lake emerges unlike any body of water on Earth. Rising from the center of the lake, still as a giant mirror, hundreds of surreal stone towers called tufa thrust straight toward the sky. They emerge from the water like sunken Gothic castles, the ancient architectural ruins of a long-lost civilization. This haunting landscape is far more than a visual spectacle. It is the result of a geological journey spanning over 760,000 years. Mono Lake is one of the oldest lakes in North America. Sitting in a closed basin with no outlet to the ocean, rainwater and snowmelt flowing into the lake can only vanish in a single way, evaporating under the scorching desert heat. Over hundreds of millennia, all minerals and salts remained trapped behind, transforming Mono Lake into a body of water 3 times saltier than the ocean, and extremely toxic with high alkalinity. Yet the true mystery forging the bizarre beauty of Mono Lake lies hidden beneath its surface. Those miraculous tufa towers were not created above ground. They were born from a subterranean union deep below. Underground springs, rich in calcium, erupted upward, meeting lake waters dense with carbonate salts. The instantaneous chemical reaction precipitated pure limestone. Over thousands of years, these limestone columns grew silently beneath the dark waters, until dropping water levels unveiled an entire haunting forest of stone towers to the sunlight. The enigma of Mono Lake does not end with its rock formations. In water so extreme that no fish can survive, life still found a way to reign supreme in a surreal fashion. The lake is home to trillions of brine shrimp and alkali flies capable of carrying a bubble of air to dive underwater. This harsh chemical environment became a natural laboratory, where scientists once discovered bacterial strains capable of thriving on arsenic, a deadly poison to almost all living organisms. Standing before Mono Lake as dusk falls, watching the silhouettes of tufa towers reflected upon the motionless water, you feel a primal, prehistoric atmosphere. It stands like a doorway through time, offering us a fleeting glimpse into the face of early Earth, or perhaps the surface of a distant alien world waiting to be explored. Leaving the mist-dappled alkaline waters of Mono Lake behind, our journey carries us back into the heart of the Arizona desert. Here, the silence of subterranean springs is replaced by an epic carved directly into the stone, as nature deploys its most primal power to sculpt space itself. Welcome to Antelope Canyon and Horseshoe Bend, a realm hailed as the dance of earth and water. Viewed from the surface, Antelope Canyon appears as nothing more than a narrow, obscure fissure lost amidst the crimson desert of the Navajo Nation. Yet, the moment you descend the narrow ladders deep into the earth, you plunge into a labyrinth of shifting light and color. Inside the slot canyon, sandstone walls curve with the fluidity of petrified silk. Shades of red, orange, purple, and pink merge under sunbeams streaming directly from above, like surreal shafts of raw energy. Every turn and folded layer of stone transforms its appearance with each movement of the sun, turning the canyon floor into a magnificent, haunting natural cathedral. Yet, this flawless beauty bears the indelible mark of a silent killer. This masterpiece was carved not by the hands of gods, but by the ruthless violence of flash floods. Over millions of years, whenever heavy rains pounded the parched desert, millions of tons of water mixed with mud were compressed into tiny rock fractures. Rushing with terrifying velocity, carrying sand and gravel, they eroded every millimeter of sandstone, grinding and polishing these breathlessly alluring swept curves. And as that torrent breaks free from the narrow slot of Antelope, it merges with the surging Colorado River to continue its grander sculpting journey at nearby Horseshoe Bend. Gazing down from a sheer cliff over 300 meters high, an overwhelming, breathtaking panorama unfolds before your eyes. The turquoise-green Colorado River snakes like a supple spear, slicing through the massive red rock to form a perfect horseshoe bend. The vivid contrast between the fiery red sandstone and the deep green water establishes an absolute balance, a testament to an epic confrontation spanning geological eras, patient yet destructive, gentle yet capable of leveling mountains. Antelope Canyon and Horseshoe Bend are far more than visual spectacles. They tell a story of time where water, seemingly the gentlest force, emerges as the ultimate conqueror over the most formidable sandstone walls. Standing at the edge of Horseshoe Bend, as the desert wind sweeps past, you realize that nature has never ceased creating, and water is still quietly inscribing its miraculous dance into the heart of the earth. Leaving behind the fateful curve of the Colorado River in Arizona, we follow the desert winds across the state line into Nevada. Amidst the somber expanse of this parched land, nature surrenders the cool shades of green to display another primal desire, the burning passion of fire. Welcome to the Valley of Fire, the canyon of flaming stone waves. As dawn breaks or dusk descends, the entire valley emerges as if truly engulfed in flames. From above, swirling sandstone bands of deep crimson, vibrant orange, and soft pink intertwine, rolling into supple folds like fire surging from the heart of the Mojave Desert. The most surreal focal point of this valley is the fire wave. Walking across this formation, you feel as though your feet are treading upon a molten stream of lava that was suddenly flash frozen in an instant. Alternating stripes of cream and brick red stone run with absolute precision, creating an optical illusion of constant motion, as if the surrounding space is vibrating beneath the scorching heat. Yet, what transformed this desert realm into such a brilliant pile of glowing embers? The secret lies back in the Jurassic period, over 150 million years ago. This region was once a vast, endless ocean of sand. Over time, colossal sand dunes were compressed, bonding with iron and manganese minerals that seeped deep into every grain of sandstone. As tectonic plates collided, thrusting the land upward and abandoning it to the elements of wind and rain, that iron-rich material rusted under the sun, carving out stone waves dyed in the colors of flame. The Valley of Fire holds more than just geological masterpieces. It is also a cryptic diary of human history. Hidden among the blazing cliff faces are thousands of petroglyphs, carved by ancient tribes over 2,000 years ago. Faded depictions of human figures, animals, and mathematical symbols etched onto dark sandstone walls seem to whisper forgotten messages. Why did they choose such a barren, unforgiving land to leave their mark? Could this have been their sacred sanctuary, where the earth's holy fire never extinguishes? When the sun fully sinks behind distant mountain ridges, the fiery red of the Valley of Fire softens into a haunting shade of deep violet. Standing in the dead silence of the valley, watching silent stone waves radiate their heat into the cool night air, a profound truth hits you. The desert is not a dead land. It is where the flames of the past continue to burn silently, waiting for adventurous footsteps to unearth the mysteries of time. Saying farewell to the scorching, fiery stone waves of Nevada, our story takes a sudden turn, plunging deep into the profound shadows hidden beneath the lush green canopy of Texas. Here, nature conceals a haunting geological trap, where the boundary between tranquil life and a fatal abyss is separated by a single step. Unveiling before your eyes is Jacob's Well, a bizarre subterranean water structure likened by many to the man-eating bottleneck abyss. Viewed from the bank, the well appears as a crystal-clear, emerald-green eye roughly 4 meters in diameter, nestled peacefully within the calm stream bed of Cypress Creek. The water is so transparent that you can see every aquatic blade of grass swaying gently beneath the surface. Yet, do not let this initial tranquility fool you. Right in the center of that shallow pool lies a pitch-black abyss, plunging straight into the earth like an invisible gun barrel. As a diver's camera descends and submerges deeper into the well, sunlight is swiftly swallowed whole, giving way to a somber, bottomless void. Jacob's Well is no mere deep watering hole. It is the gateway to a complex, vertical limestone cave system plunging over 40 meters straight down, before branching off into countless narrow subterranean tunnels stretching hundreds of meters through the Earth's crust. What forces sculpted this mysterious pit of doom? Millions of years ago, slightly acidic rainwater quietly seeped through the soluble limestone strata of the Texas Hill Country. Patiently, across thousands of millennia, those waters hollowed out the subterranean world, eroding solid rock to forge a colossal maze of underwater caves. Tremendous artesian pressure eventually breached the limestone ceiling, bursting upward onto the surface and leaving behind a deadly bottlenecked abyss. It is precisely this bottleneck anatomy that renders Jacob's Well one of the most perilous and extreme diving destinations on Earth. Many courageous divers have plunged into its depths to map uncharted passages. Yet, within these cramped pitch-black chambers, a single kick of a fin can stir up the fine silt on the floor, obliterating all visibility in the blink of an eye. More than a few have been trapped forever, unable to find their way back out, imprisoned within a dark, cold limestone labyrinth. Jacob's Well stands as both a fountain of refreshing, life-giving water and a chilling warning from deep within the earth. Gazing down from the edge into that endless dark silhouette, you feel an uncanny psychological pull, a mixture of deep curiosity and spine-tingling dread before the gloomy voids that nature remains fiercely determined to keep hidden from the sun. Leaving behind the dark and menacing watery abyss of Texas, our journey forces us back to the west coast, stepping into a blazing basin where life and death collide in the most brutal fashion. Here, all sparks of life are extinguished, making way for anomalous geological laws so bizarre they defy human intellect. Unfolding before us are Badwater Basin and Racetrack Playa, two surreal puzzle pieces that construct the land known as the Death Realm of Death Valley, California. If you land at Badwater Basin, the first visual strike is an endless, stark, white salt flat stretching all the way to the horizon, cracked into millions of uniform hexagons, like a colossal tectonic carpet. Lying 86 meters below sea level, this is the lowest point in North America. Scorching temperatures, sometimes soaring near 57 degrees Celsius, cause any sparse water to rapidly evaporate, leaving behind a thick crust of crystallized minerals, a parched, spellbinding, yet utterly desolate ocean of salt. Yet, the true enigma of Death Valley lies not only in that vast salt flat, but remains hidden in the dry lakebed of Racetrack Playa, not far away. Gaze down at the cracked surface of Racetrack. In the dead silence of an uninhabited void, rocks weighing dozens, even hundreds of pounds, are moving on their own. Behind them, they leave long, deep tracks carved into the dried mud, curving wildly or thrusting straight forward, as if an invisible hand were dragging them through the dark of night. For nearly a century, the phenomenon of the sailing stones stood as one of geology's toughest riddles. No human eye had ever directly witnessed them in motion. Rumors swirled of mysterious magnetic forces, spatial anomalies, or even extraterrestrial intervention. Only recently has the secret finally been unraveled through the lens of modern tracking technology. On rare winter nights when temperatures plunge below freezing, a thin sheet of standing water on the lakebed freezes into razor-thin ice panels floating over a slick layer of mud. As the sun rises, the breaking ice sheets, propelled by strong desert wind sweeping across the basin, gently push the heavy stones along the frictionless ice plain. A perfect, incredibly rare alignment of ice, water, wind, and earth creates a surreal phenomenon once thought to exist only in myth. Both Badwater Basin and Racetrack Playa reveal a brutal, unforgiving beauty. It is a place where Earth requires neither humanity nor any living creature to operate its miracles. Standing in the silent heart of the desert, witnessing those long stone tracks beneath a brilliant blanket of stars, you realize it is precisely in the most barren places that nature conceals its most wondrous riddles. Leaving behind the harsh, parched void of Death Valley, we head north up the California coast to reunite with the rhythmic whisper of ocean waves. Yet, this reunion does not lead us to an ordinary, pristine golden beach. Instead, it unveils a miraculous transformation, where human destruction and the boundless power of nature inadvertently joined hands to forge a masterpiece. Tucked away along the coast of Fort Bragg lies Glass Beach, the gemstone, beach of glass. A close-up macro lens instantly overwhelms your senses. Beneath the blazing Pacific sunlight, millions of tiny pebbles glisten like radiant sapphires, emeralds and amber, drifting with every beat of the tide. Smooth, rounded and gleaming, they resemble a sunken ancient treasure freshly returned to the land by the ocean. Yet, the truth behind this poetic beauty began in a profoundly dark past. In the early 20th century, this place was no natural wonder. It served as the massive municipal dump for the city of Fort Bragg. For decades, tons of industrial waste, household debris, ceramics, and millions of glass bottles were carelessly hurled off the coastal cliffs. It was a stretch of shoreline deemed dead, completely ruined by human thoughtlessness. However, the ocean refused to surrender. When authorities closed the area in the late 1960s for cleanup, they could only haul away the large metal frames and heavy debris. Millions of sharp, jagged glass fragments were left behind at the mercy of the crashing surf. And right then, a natural miracle went to work. The relentless erosion of the Pacific waves across decades acted as a colossal polishing machine. Relentless waves battered away the sharp edges, grinding down the bitter shards of the past into smooth, brilliant, and harmless glass pebbles. Nature forgave and swallowed humanity's waste, utilizing its immense patience to heal the land and transmute garbage into precious gems. Glass Beach is far more than a spellbinding visual experience. It stands as living proof of Earth's astonishing capacity for self-healing. As you reach down to pick up a shimmering emerald green glass pebble, you hold a fragment of time in your palm, a gentle yet haunting reminder that even from the most ruined, polluted remnants left by human hands, the ocean always knows how to sculpt miracles far beyond our wild imagination. Saying farewell to the gentle solace of California's Glass Beach, the northern lands of Oregon call us to the final chapter of our journey. Here, soaring cliffs pierced through cloud and sky conceal a monumental secret, an absolute symbol of rebirth after catastrophe, and the grandest piece of this mysterious tapestry. Enveloped in the rolling mists of the Cascade Range lies Crater Lake, the infinite sapphire eye. As the drone camera gradually descends from the heavens, a deep, breathtakingly pure royal blue unfolds before your eyes. The lake emerges like a colossal sapphire gemstone embedded tightly into a grey volcanic caldera, encircled by sheer cliffs blanketed in white snow. The water's surface is absolute perfection, mirroring the sky and drifting clouds so flawlessly that the boundary between Earth and cosmos simply vanishes. Yet, behind that spellbinding and peaceful shade of blue lies the memory of one of the most terrifying cataclysms in Earth's history. Roughly 7,700 years ago, this place held no water. It was once Mount Mazama, a proud volcanic peak towering over 3,600 meters high. Then, a geological disaster struck. The volcano erupted with destructive force thousands of times greater than an atomic bomb. Its magma chamber was drained so completely that the entire massive summit collapsed inward, leaving behind a vast, bottomless, and desolate abyss. Yet, the most miraculous chapter began only after the volcano drew its final breath. Crater Lake possesses no rivers or streams flowing into it, nor any outlet to the sea. Over thousands of years, that 1,000-foot-deep chasm silently caught nothing but pure rainwater and melting snow from the heavens. Untainted by sediment or urban runoff, the water here is so extraordinarily clear that sunlight penetrates to depths of over 100 meters, scattering back only the deepest, richest spectrum of royal blue. Reaching a depth of nearly 600 meters, it reigns as the deepest lake in the United States. The enigma of the infinite eye also harbors mysteries that remain unsolved. Drifting aimlessly across the lake for over a century is the Old Man of the Lake, a 9-meter-long ancient tree trunk bobbing vertically in the deep waters. Defying wind, waves, and time, this ancient log travels strangely around the lake basin without ever rotting or sinking. The indigenous Klamath people believed this was an ancient battleground between the chief of the above world and the lord of the below world, and that the lake is a lingering tear shed across eons. As the final rays of sunset fall, painting the snow-capped peaks surrounding Crater Lake in hues of soft pink, the sapphire blue gradually deepens into a haunting violet. Standing before this infinite, divine eye, our journey through unseen America finds its ultimate flawless climax. America is far more than vibrant, bustling cities. It harbors a primeval, majestic, and spellbinding earth. The brutal scars of time, from oceanic black holes and flaming rock waves to deep volcanic lakes, have carved breathtaking masterpieces. And this crowning wonder remains right here, silent beneath the sky, reminding us of nature's eternal power. A force ever ready to swallow, create, and enchant anyone brave enough to step into its world. Our journey across 10 of the most anomalous lands of unseen America now comes to a close. Yet its echoes will endure forever. We've traversed portals of time, bearing witness to countless moments where water, wind, sand and fire converged, carving stories onto the face of the earth that far surpass human imagination. Behind the overwhelming grandeur and the chilling threats of these geological traps lies a primal truth. Nature has never needed our permission to forge its miracles. Born of destruction, healing itself across millions of years, it continues to operate by its own mysterious laws, silent yet eternal. Every journey that closes unlocks new perspectives. Keep your spirit ever hungry for discovery, because this earth still harbors whole wondrous worlds awaiting human footsteps. Thank you for traveling with us through Unseen America.